Chuck, whenever you're ready, I think I'm ready. All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. This is our June meeting of the Lockport Township meetings. I'd like to start tonight with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Before we get into the business of the township, I would like to, let's have a roll call. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Supervisor Alberico.
Here.
Trustee Barb Boyce. Here. Trustee Morelli.
Here.
Trustee Barb Delaney. Here. Trustee Greg Biggis is not here. Collector Karen Johnson. Here. Assessor Debbie Mason. Here. Highway Commissioner John Shalinsky is absent. And we have our attorney present, Gary Mueller.
All right, thank you very much. First thing I would like to do tonight, we have the honor of having our scholarship winners here tonight. So I'd like to ask the three of them to come up here so I can present them with an award. And we're going to come right over here. I got my little, grab the glasses. I can't use a cheat sheet if I don't have my glasses. Each year we give out 4 scholarships. This year, 3 of them were from Lockport Township High School, and 1 was from the Romeoville High School. These are our 3. 1 of them couldn't make it. Ellison Hawkins couldn't make it. But we do have our 3 here tonight. We have Margaret Drew. I'd like to congratulate her for and present you with certificate.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming into putting in for the scholarship and winning it.
Thank you.
Margaret is going to be going to
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan. And your major is?
Investigative journalism.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really appreciate Benjamin Lipkin. I want to make sure I get your last name right. Congratulations. You're going to be going to
Berkeley College of Medicine
for music. Congratulations. I really appreciate you being part of the scholarship program here. Thank you. And Daniel Spatz, right? Congratulations. Thank you for putting in for the scholarship, and I'm really proud of what you're doing. And you're going to be going down to the University of Illinois, right?
Yes.
You're going to be majoring in?
Computer Science.
Computer Science. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully they'll come back and do it. All right, congratulations again. I really do appreciate it. Again, you're welcome to stay for the meeting. I know it's kind of a long, boring meeting, but you'll learn something about government if you stick around, and journalism, investigative journalism. Very good. I hope not. All right, everybody in their packet in the town fund, we're going to have approval of the minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney.
I'll second it.
Second by Barb Boyce. Any questions of the minutes of the regular meetings, monthly meeting, May 8th? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. I'm sorry, I should have done all 3 at the same time. We also have the minutes of the public hearing of May 8th, 2018, and the workshop on May 22nd, 2018. I do need a motion to approve those 2 minutes.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Barb Boyce. Any questions on those minutes?
Yeah, I just have a question. Well, not really a question. would like to see the minutes for the workshop meeting on May 22nd, amended if possible. In the last paragraph, the brief discussion that we had, starting with the Trustee Morelli, basically when we were having a discussion about the lawn tractor purchase, I had asked a question in the meeting in regards to the individual who is responsible for cutting the grass at this time for the township. And maybe you can even answer the question now. Did that individual ever have proof of insurance, or did they present it yet?
You know what? I didn't see that in the minutes. I wish that would have been put in the minutes. I would remember to ask them. Hopefully we're not going to continue with service. I will check into that again.
All right, I would just request that that's just amended with that
Okay,
discussion.
that discussion again.
Yep, that's it.
As noted, thank you, Bert.
All right, thank you.
All right, with that being said, any other questions? All in favor
Aye.
of the amended? Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. Next are the bills of $252,684.09. Town fund. We do need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barbara Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Barbara Boyce. Any questions of the bills?
Yeah, I do have one question on page 2 at the top under the payroll account. This is just the first time I'm seeing it, so this is why it's just a question in regards to one of the trustees having 2 payments this month. The one for $750 and then the one for $1,032.64.
That, I believe, is the reimbursement for insurance. We are by ordinance have to pay insurance, and she's done it for insurance program.
Oh, so I'm sure, I didn't realize that insurance, is that offered to all trustees? Okay, so you do have an ordinance that is offered to all
That's
trustees?
in our the ordinance.
Okay, so I mean, I guess just for clarification, so I know,
Yeah.
like I said, it's the first time learning this, I didn't
Right.
realize this. So how did basically this work then? Because I didn't know this was available.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't do it. I do Sherry's office, the bookkeeper, but set it up with that. If you're interested in it, give Sherry a call,
Okay,
and she can set it up.
all right, yeah, I didn't realize this. Contact Sherry?
Contact Sherry.
Okay. That was the only question.
All right, any other questions for the bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico,
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
Delaney.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Any citizens here wishing to address the board tonight? Seeing none, we'll move on to the assessor's report.
I didn't have a report tonight.
All right, and we'll move on to the clerk's report.
Thank you, Ron. So I gave the board a handout this evening. Just go over it. The Baby Youth Wellness Clinic will be held on Thursday, July 12, 2018, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Advanced Pediatric Care in Lockport. We are working with the pediatricians now to do something at Fairmont School. I met with Dr. Longing and Ms. Capella from Fairmont, and she would like to have the pediatricians out there at Fairmont School to do physicals and possibly immunizations. So hopefully that will get up and running. The website, I revised the colors, the branding, the layout style for the homepage has been chosen. I want to comment that the supervisor's office and highway were invited for this initial phase, and nobody seemed to be interested in that part of the web page, so nobody came down to help pick that out. So also the Will County zoning case, I don't know, John, you probably got this in your email, the zoning case for the construction of the security fencing on Bird Street and Bruce Road for that variance of the fence height for the soccer field.
Yep.
So they just sent that, I just wanted to, note that they are going to go through with that for construction of the security fence for children. We will be doing the prevailing wage this month, and the prevailing wage during the month of June, the Illinois Department of Labor will be conducting an electronic survey on rates paid for various categories of work performed. So we do not have a current 2018 prevailing wage. I don't know if you know that, John, but that's so when we get that, that will be part of the prevailing wage. We do not have it now. And I received an email which is attached for the Illinois Department of Labor. You can read that at your leisure. I don't believe that has anything to do with us.
No, it shouldn't contain us.
That's just community baby shower will be held Sunday, September 16th from 1 to 4 at the Lockport Township Government Building. The United Way of Will County has chosen Lockport Township building as their venue. Lockport Township will also be a drop-off location for donated items such as diapers, wipes, diaper cream, baby wash, baby lotion, bottles, and so on. There will be more information to follow on the dates and locations when the donations can be dropped off. And other than that, I wanted to comment the Share Fest this Saturday. Delinda, I know, played a big part of that, and it was a huge success, and all the volunteers that worked so hard that day to offer those services. So very, very good turnout, Delinda, very nice.
Thanks for volunteering.
And that's all.
All right, moving on to the trustees' comments or suggestions. Anybody have anything they'd like to bring up tonight?
I just have a question for Denise in regards to the baby shower. Are you going to have multiple drop-offs for supplies that are needed?
That's correct.
You are,
Yes,
okay.
this will not be the only drop-off
Okay.
location.
All right, you'll let us know later on.
I will, as soon as I hear from
All right, thank you.
on that. Yes.
All right, moving on to the building report. First, I apologize. Last month I was going to do this. Yeah, moving on to the building report. And unless there's other trustees that have something they'd like to bring up. All right, moving on to the building report. I failed to do this last month, and I apologize. I had it written down, I missed it. But I want to thank Bruce Flowers and Mark Mason for all the work they've done on that little library out in front of our building. It's a beautiful thing. There's books in it. I see people going in it. Actually, there's a couple of books I want to take out of there. But no, I really appreciate all they did. Your husband for his volunteering to do that. Moving on, though, we do have, everybody should have in their pack, or I laid it out for you, is your calendar of what's going on in the building this month. I also have behind it, you'll see a user's name and password. Any one of you could go onto this and look at the calendar at any time. So if you have any problems going on and finding out how to get onto the calendar, call my office, we'll walk you through it. That way I don't have to give this to you every month. You can check anytime you want, and it changes so much all the time that this is probably already out of date. I printed it yesterday. So, but anyway, yeah, you're welcome to go on and check it all out. We had talked about in that workshop, I know Dean had brought up the workshop about a garden. We talked last month about the garden. We had a gentleman last year that wanted to put a garden in here, a community garden. It didn't work out. This year when it was time to set it up, I got a hold of him. He told me basically he doesn't have the time to do it right now. And all his volunteers are gone. So he reneged on doing it. I know Dean suggested maybe I talk to the food pantry, see if they would volunteer to help put the garden in. And I did talk to Jim Naylor, and he pretty much indicated to me he has a hard enough time getting volunteers to man the food pantry there, that he doesn't think they could do garden. So we're back to, right now it's nothing. I did suggest to our employees upstairs that they would want to do something small. I could get road until up to 10 by 10 or 20 by 20. And they thought they were going to be too busy running a building. They were going to go out there and do it. So we're down to, unless we want to do it ourselves, or if somebody wants to volunteer, please, if there's anybody out there in the public that sees this meeting and wants to volunteer and put a garden in there, it's still, I know it's getting a little late, but we can still get some plants in there if anybody's interested. All right, what else do I have in there? The building meeting, we also discussed putting a workshop or a building committee together. We talked about Dean and myself and the two maintenance men and Michelle from my office. We're going to get together once a quarter. Dean, I would like to maybe try to set up for next Tuesday. I was thinking third Tuesday of every quarter. We'll try to do that and set it up. I'll try to remind you, try to get it on my calendar. We'll get together, start formulating a plan for the building, what we see in the near future, what we're going to do in the long range. All right, that being said, we'll move on to the approvals of the meeting. We have two things to approve. I did go out last year and try to get bids for a lawn tractor so we could start cutting our own grass. We never did get it done last year. Now, I did go through all the process of getting 3 bids for a lawn tractor, and I tried to get as close to apples as I could. One is a John Deere at $15,071.60. Kubota at $15,601.28. And I believe this is a New Holland boomer, which is $20,495. Obviously, I would go with the low bid of $15,71.60. So I guess I would ask for a motion to approve the lawn tractor.
I'll make that motion.
We got a motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Barb Boyce. Any questions before we go any for a roll call?
Ron, I just wanted to discuss a little bit more. Like I said, my issue was last time was, basically the need for a tractor, and I know the tractor does more than cut grass. But like I said, as of right now, we've got that pickup truck, and he's in the parking lot, and buying another tractor, which I believe would probably have to sit out there also because I think it'd be too big for the garage.
No, this tractor will fit in the garage.
With the buses?
Yeah, that's not the thing.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, my issue, I guess, would be basically the need for it. Because I know, like I said, we've had this gentleman doing the grass, and he can handle most of it. I think your board, our maintenance guys, they kind of handle the weed whacking and stuff like that.
Our guys do the weed whacking, they do the cutting, push mower around the inside of the sidewalks.
Right. I know, I believe John has his guys come once every so often to do that.
Once in a while.
That wet patch. So like I said, I don't know. I just don't know if we have the need for it as of right now.
I'll tell you what, I did bring up the gentleman's bill. I brought his bill with me tonight. For the month, last month, it's $900. So 150 times $1 a time. And it doesn't cut the whole thing. I think this tractor, my argument, not only argument, my argument would be that this tractor will be able to do the back. So we'll be able to keep that down. And John, I won't have to rely on begging John to come out here 3-4 times a month. If they get it down, they keep it down, you can cut it all the time.
Yeah.
And this one does have a lift in the front so it could help put the salt in the truck for the winter, and it can clean the sidewalks off. So you can use it year-round.
Yeah, I know you brought that up last time. I was just going to ask John about that. So when we use the salt to salt our parking lot, we buy bags of salt.
Buy bags of salt.
Okay. Did we ever ask the highway commissioner about, like, getting a bucket full and putting it in our truck, just driving down there? I mean, is that an issue?
Actually, I've got a source for broken bags of salt, so I've been supplying the township with those, so there wasn't any cost. One time we ran out, I didn't get it by a pallet, but
Yeah, we get the salt.
according to my guys, and I don't know if this is true or not, we'd have to probably try it, but the salt that we get for the highway department that's in the barn, I guess it's a different coarseness, and it doesn't work very well on those spreaders. So the salt that I'm giving them right now is actually water softener salt, and I guess it works better. I'd be more than happy for them to come over, because I'm paying, I don't know what it's gonna be next year, but the last year we paid $48 a ton. So how much salt you need, I'd be more than happy to help you out there. I don't want you to think I'm not helping it, we didn't discuss it, so.
That's what I thought, you know, if the truck needed a fill of salt, it would be easy to drive down and one of your guys would fill it up. But I mean, if the salt, if there's an issue with the salt and that type of spreader.
This is what I was told by a couple of my guys. Again, we haven't tried it. I'd be more than happy to try it, you know, to see if that would work. Because, like I said, that's not even an issue in my opinion.
Not
gonna use that much.
Right. I guess what Ron's saying is, you know, these guys that might have issues lifting up, I don't know if they're 60-pound, 80-pound bags.
The bags are heavy.
Truck, you know. That's why I thought it'd be a lot simpler just to use an end loader.
I've never refused you guys any help. I'll be more than happy to help in any way.
The only problem I see with that though is the salt spreader is about that big, and the end loader is 5 feet wide. We dump half of it on either side of the, you know what I mean? Or even your Bobcat would be, I don't know if that has a wide enough or small enough to get it into that spreader.
Yeah, I would probably lift the bucket up and they'd have to shovel it in, I imagine.
But I mean, I don't know. I thought in the back of the pickup truck, you know, it holds like a load of salt.
Oh, you're talking about dumping it in the whole bed of the salt?
Isn't there like a container that holds a lot of salt back there? Or no?
It's a tailgate, what they call a tailgate one, so it's just kind of a V, it's a smaller box.
So it just holds a couple bags at a time?
Probably holds about 5.
About 5 bags, yeah. Full one does just about our whole parking lot if we spread it, depending on the number we have on. Sometimes they fill it twice. It's a lot of snow. But I just think staying with the person that we have cutting the grass at $150 a shot and be paying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in May, and it came up to $900. I think the tractor's going to pay for itself in the long run. And plus, we could do the whole yard, and we could use it in the winter.
Well, I mean, you know, John's already said that he's come out and done the back. Like I said, you know, this gentleman has his own equipment. If it breaks down, we're not responsible. You know, obviously, if the tractor breaks down, plus the maintenance on it, stuff like that. I don't know. I just haven't looked into it enough to feel comfortable. That's just my opinion.
Any other questions before we take a roll call?
I would just like to add, basically, I don't want to sound repetitive, but I mean, I have the same reservations that, you know, Trustee Morelli has. Like he says, we have to get insurance on this. Again, I don't think we're being as fiscally responsible as we could be. I mean, if we just need a mower, we could just buy a mower. I mean, instead, we're looking at a piece of machinery that is $15,000 or $20,000, but you know, you want to give the $15,000. I don't know if either of these gentlemen who work for the township even know how to operate this piece of equipment. If something goes wrong with it, it's, you know, chance of it breaking down. Yeah, I think maybe at least let's try with what the road commissioner is more than willing to help us out, you know, with loading salt, see how that works with what we got instead of investing another $15,000 on a piece of.
Could I count on you loading our truck every time?
Well, I think because it has to be loaded, I'll do whatever, you know, and I don't want to get in the middle of anything here.
No.
I think what's going to happen is if the salt comes from me in bulk, they're going to have to shovel it into their bin. The fact is, I don't mind lifting the salt up to where it makes it easy for them. I don't mind donating the salt if, in fact, the salt's going to work. I'm hearing, I don't want to say names, obviously, in a public meeting, but one guy who used to have a spreader like that, I've never had one, said, oh, that stuff is too fine, I think, and it's going to jam it up and it won't work. I don't know if that's true or not. The salt that I'm supplying right now, I think, to me, looks about the same. But again, I don't want to get in the middle of
Yeah.
You know, I'm willing to help wherever I
Or
can
even if
help.
we don't have to rely on the road commissioner, if this is 5 or 6, 50-pound bags of salt to put into the salt spreader, that, basically melts the entire lot. It's just one-time deal that we're asking the guys to do it for storms. So it's not like they're listing 50-pound bags all day long to justify getting a $15,000 piece of equipment, in my opinion.
I went through this all last year, we talked about this, this is the second time I've gone through this whole thing, and now you're changing your minds on me, so I don't know.
I'm not really
I can't
changing my mind.
guarantee, John, it's always, I'm not gonna yell at John, it says he has responsibilities, I know, but I've asked him a couple of times about cutting that back, and I think if we get this tractor, we can keep it up, keep that back, and eventually we're going to turn that into something, and I think the tractor's gonna help move that kind of stuff around. We have budgeted in the budget to ensure that the money was in there to buy this year. I don't know why we would hesitate, I guess. We have our employees that have the time and want to do what they want. So instead of doing that, I guess maybe we should just buy them lawn chairs so they can watch the way.
Or why don't we try looking into the price of just a lawn mower?
Well, we could do that, but then we wouldn't be cutting the grass again in the back. We'd have to rely on somebody else to come out 3 or 4 times a year. And the neighbors don't like it getting real high. I know the other guys complained to me before, but when we let it go high. And I think if this tractor is just big enough to keep that down, because and we are going to turn that into, hopefully someday, a garden or something, so we have a lot of maintenance in it. I think the tractor does help clean off the sidewalks in the snow also. We can buy just a lawn tractor, and that's all it does is cut the grass. This does a lot of stuff. So that's why I decided to go a little bit bigger and heavier.
I understand that, but I also know that the last big snowstorm we had, I came out and helped you, who was driving the truck with the snow blower on the sidewalk. So, like I said, I don't mind making things easier for our guys or whatever the case may be. Like I said, lifting a bag of salt, even if we have to go with the bags, if it holds 5 bags and one spreader does the whole parking lot. I don't know. Like I said, it just seems like a big investment that, I don't know, still needs a little bit more investigating on my part.
All right, well, if that's the way you guys feel, let's take a roll call and see what happens. And we don't get the tractor, we don't get the tractor. A roll call, please.
Alberico?
Yes.
Weiss? Yes. Morelli?
No.
Delaney?
No.
Okay, motion doesn't carry. We won't get a tractor. All right. Okay, next on the agenda is the garbage enclosure. This one by city ordinance, we have to do this. I got 3 bids. We finally took the time to find out what size garbage we're happy with. We're pretty happy with the containers we have now. And in order to fit them in there, it's going to have to be 14 by 26. We're going to put it in the back, I guess it would be south, the west corner of the parking lot. We don't have to put it on concrete, put it right on the blacktop, so we'll just drill holes, put the fence posts in the blacktop and put it in that corner. We did get, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4 bids. One is for $5,875, $6,875, $13,810. I'll take the last one, $9,849. So I'm suggesting that we go to do all fence company for $5,875.
They're all 8-inch high cedar, looks like.
Yeah, they're all cedar.
8 foot high.
Was there any other difference between the One for 5875 and one for 1380.
I told them, I said, make sure they get apples to apples, make sure they're all the same size, cedar fence. You can pay prevailing wage and have
I guess that's the only question I would have, because the one that's 9,849 states that it's the prevailing wage labor, whereas the 5,825 doesn't really state that.
well, I know when I told the maintenance guys to get these bids, I told them, make sure that they pay prevailing wage and that they get a certified payroll. This is what came. If we take this bid and the guy says, no, they don't, we're not going to refuse to continue the job, obviously. And at that point, I guess we'd have to come back unless you guys go ahead and tell me to go with the next highest bid, which would be the 6,000.
Okay.
Ron, I just had one question. I know 8 foot high is what it says on do all. And Marshall, when I'm reading, I know it looks like it says 6 foot high, which I don't know if we need 8 foot or if 6 foot would do it. And I see on Marshall they've got like a 24-month warranty on material and labor. I don't know if the other one has a warranty. I'm trying to check that out.
Well, I told them to get 8 foot high. That's what we
Okay.
decided because the bids themselves are about 6.5 feet.
Yeah, Marshall's does
It
state.
does say 6 foot, I see that on there now. But the do-all, which is the low bid,
Right.
is 8 foot.
Now, is that what's required by the city, or is that just, does the
It's
city
required by the
require
city.
8 foot?
No, I don't know if the 8 foot is required by the
Oh.
city, but the
Right,
enclosure.
no, we need to go correct.
We just measured, looked at it, said, hey, you know, if we're going to cover up these dumpsters, because they are bigger, because of the food pantry, we have 2 bigger. I can't remember the yardage on them, but they're bigger back there. And we are having, not a lot of problems, but we are having some people sneaking back there and dumping in their dumpsters, so we got to get them knocked up eventually.
Right.
So I guess I would entertain a motion to go with the do-all fencing.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
A second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any other questions before I do a roll call?
You can just clarify though that they will be.
Yes.
prevailing wage. Okay.
Cover that from day one to make sure it's all prevailing wage. Actually, 2 veterans have prevailing wage on it. So. But before I do sign a contract with them, I will make sure that that's
I'm pretty sure they do. I know they do one over for the Park District in my school. I'm not 100%, but
Yeah, I would think they, I know it was mentioned to me, so. All right, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. All right. I have nothing else in the building, unless anybody has any questions about the building. Move on to new business. We did the scholarships already, so we have to approve an ordinance for the prevailing wage. And that's ordinance number 2018-4, Prevailing Wage Act. I need a motion to pass the Prevailing Wage Act.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Barb Boyce. Any questions on the prevailing wage ordinance? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, we need an approval of the amended handbook, personnel manual. What we did, since we are staying open on Wednesdays now, we had to change the manual to show that. And I did want to clarify the employees, who's working what hours and that. I think behind the manual, you have the classification of employees. Our attorney did look through it. He said it was okay. Basically, it's just cleaning up all the wording in the manual. that we just passed a while back. The only other thing was on the meal breaks, the wording was wrong. It did say Lockport Township policy is to allow employees 1 hour. It's up to 1 hour. The old employees have an hour, the new employees have a half hour. So I would entertain a motion to amend the handbook.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 2018-1, employee handbook. Again, that's just a resolution stating that we are starting to stay open on Wednesdays. We already did start that procedure last Wednesday. We stayed open, but this is just to have it in writing, legal from now on. So I would entertain a motion to adopt resolution 2018-1.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second.
second by Barb Boyce. Any questions? Hearing none, have a roll call, please.
Alberico?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
Delaney? Yes. Boyce?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Go through these real quick now. Next is the approval of resolution 2018-2. And this one is the resolution basically stating that we're going to put a referendum on the ballot for the garbage, for us to negotiate garbage pickup for the unincorporated areas of Lockport Township. Our attorney put this together. It's basically, I believe, mirrors what Wheatland Township did. So if it works in Wheatland, it should work here. So I would entertain a motion to adopt resolution 2018-2.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any questions?
Yeah, I just have a question. So what we see on page 2 in the box, that is the way it is going to appear on the ballot?
I believe so.
Okay.
Attorney Newman?
That's what we then present to the county clerk. The county clerk is the final say as to what actually appears in the ballot.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. So that should get that. Now, you take care of that and get it to the...
Yes, there's a form that we have to fill out, Gary, and when we get that, it has to be in by August 30th.
Something, yeah. Okay. All right, next is the approval for, to attend the supervisor's workshop in Bloomington this year. Not 100% I'm going to go, but I would like to have the approval should I decide to go here the next week or so. It's a zone workshop or educational workshop down in Bloomington.
I'll make that motion.
And a motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Barb Boyce. Any questions? And roll call, please.
Alberico?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
All right, next on the agenda. I just wanted to bring up Canal Days Parade's coming up. We usually have our bus. We're still planning on having our bus go through the parade. I do need to know who's all going to show up and be there to help hand out candy. I hope we have a good crowd. Anybody's welcome to join us along with the trustees, employees, anybody that wants to march with us. I appreciate the help. So, but anyway, that's going to be this Friday. The parade starts at 6 o'clock. And what I'm planning on doing is, the bus will be here, the bus is parked here, obviously, but we all want to park here. We can all park here. We'll take the bus down at 5:15. The bus will leave. And we'll go down to the parade and march, and then the bus will bring us all back. If you don't want to do that, and you just want to meet us down there, the parade starts at 6 o'clock. So you have to park and find your way down to, everybody has in their packet where the parade route is. It's going to be set up at 2nd Street and Canal, right by the old Texaco refinery. That's where the setup's going to be. We're number 13 in the parade, so find number 13, walk down, you'll find the bus. We'll be all hanging around it. But yeah, you know.
Do you know where all the parking's going to be for
people?
people?
No, I don't.
In case you don't make it here.
I think it's a free for all.
Free-for-all?
Yeah. You know, a lot of times,
Are you going to be in the parade?
Yes.
Oh, good. What number are you?
They generally don't give me a number,
Oh,
because they stick me up behind the fire department.
okay.
I'm not worthy of a number.
A lot of times, I used to park at Central Square and walk
Oh,
down.
I know that's the-
Yeah, you know, you got that, if you go down by Public Landing, they got that bridge going over the canal, right to Canal Street, then you just walk down. It's not as far as I thought when I got thinking of it that way. So if you want to park somewhere like that and walk across that bridge, you can. I'm not telling people to park in Central Square though. But anyway, yeah, 6 o'clock the parade starts. We're going to leave here at about 5:15. I'm going to go purchase candy for the parade tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be good weather. 90 degrees. Wear shorts and your shirt. Okay, I have this annexation. I got, is this the one for the, well, this is on Lawrence Avenue.
This is for the
Okay.
city.
On June 20th, 2018, at 7 o'clock, in the council chambers, the 3rd floor, Central Square Building, 222 East 9th Street, Lockport, Illinois. During the city council meeting, the mayor and the city council of the city of Lockport, Will County, Illinois, will be considering and hearing testimony on the annexation of the real property located at 1920 Lawrence Avenue. Gives you the legal description after that. And if anybody's interested in that annexation, again, it will be June 20th, 2018, 7 o'clock in the chambers of Central Square Building on the 3rd floor. All right. I have no reason to go into executive session. I would entertain a motion to adjourn the town meeting.
Make a motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, thank you. All right, moving on to the road and bridge. We have minutes in your packet of the May 8th, 2018 meeting and public hearing on May 8th, 2018. Do you need a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, thank you. You have the bills of $82,419.49. I need a motion to pay the bills.
I make a motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any questions of the bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico,
Yes.
Delaney,
Yes.
Morelli,
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
All right. The bills,
I
the
have
sign
them right
sheet,
here.
we
Yep.
have them.
That's all done.
Have them all signed. Pass those down, please. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Okay, citizens wishing to address the board for the highway department. Just state your name for the minutes, for the record.
Melinda Herod, 302 Riley Avenue, Lockport. John, in case I don't see you, the corner of Roslyn and Briggs, the corner of Oak and Briggs. The grass is so high, it's dangerous to pull out there.
That's the cities, but I'll make those
Is it,
phone calls.
okay, I didn't know.
No, I'm glad you told me, because I'll call them.
Yeah, I personally had 2 phone calls there in the past couple of weeks, just coming in tonight. It's real high, thank you.
That's it? Belinda, that's it? Well, that was easy.
This isn't a water department.
I believe those are the cities, because our guys have been out cutting, and if they didn't cut that area, then yeah, I'll make some calls for you.
Both of those intersections.
Okay, I've got them written down, we'll take care of it for you.
All right. John, your highway commissioner's report.
Yes, first of all, I just want to make a quick mention in the clerk's report. She said I didn't show up for the website meeting. I was there, I just didn't
You
really.
didn't attend?
Yeah, but you mentioned that, we must not care, and I do
No, I
care.
didn't say
I just don't care about the colors and
No.
whatever you guys pick out.
It was more than the colors, it was the set out and design.
Yeah, but I
just
mean,
wanna
that's
make
whatever
sure-
you guys want to do, because the majority of that website is, all the
Well,
different
it's got to do
departments.
with you two.
And I'll talk.
To be in there.
My,
I just want to make sure that everybody doesn't complain about what we've
No,
chosen.
no,
so-
I understand, I just didn't want you to give people the impression I don't care. I've got all my stuff pretty much ready to go in. But anyways, just wanted a quick mention of that. Grass, that you mentioned, it has gotten out of control with all this rain and stuff. It took us literally 3.5 weeks, which normally takes us a week and a half, to cut the grass in the township. And as soon as we got done with Fairmont and that end, we started all the way over again and we cut. So it's, be patient. I mean, the grass is just growing crazy, but the guys are doing a real good job. We've got a bunch of lots. They're doing really well for how wet it is. Yeah, the first cutting, they actually had to go over it twice because it was leaving windrows. It just got crazy real quickly. So the grass, we definitely are working on that. We are chipping branches. Again, folks, with the rain on Friday, we got a lot of calls. Monday, we didn't pick up my branches. The reason why is because it was raining so hard, we kind of had to postpone it. So we will get to them. I do appreciate the calls, and I encourage you to call if we do pass it up, because some of these branch piles, if they're not stacked properly, we tell the guys to leave them, and we call them claw piles. We come back with the backhoe and the claw. So that's been going very well. I've been in contact with Will County Land Use and the flood study. I guess phase 2 has completed the bidding stage, and they've awarded the contract to the person who's supposed to do the work. And I guess phase 2 is supposed to be done here very quickly. They're starting over by the community center. And it seems to me like at first, and I think, Ron, you were involved in the meetings at the very beginning, they mentioned the retention or detention ponds, and that was the best way to go, but they couldn't find the funds for that. Well, apparently that's the way they're starting to go. I think they're putting a detention pond by the community center and then up by the corner of Berry and Green Garden. But I don't know where they're going to put it, because I don't know where I don't know if there's enough property there. But anyways, the whole point is now they're starting phase 3. There's 4 phases total. They're starting phase 3. The engineering company's working on it. They're going to go out to bid, and they're hoping to get phase 3 done by the end of this year. So then the last phase 4 is supposed to be kind of more of a general, let's just fix any problems that aren't directed. So that's really good news. I think that's pretty much all I have. ComEd, I'm still talking about the LED lighting. For some reason, it's just slow going, but we're definitely working on that. I am looking to purchase a truck or 2. I'm looking at just the financing to find out, to make sure that we have the money in the budget. But we're spending, as I mentioned in other meetings, $60,000 to $68,000 a year in repairs, and it's just, you're just throwing money away. The cost of a big new truck is about $160,000 to $180,000. So if that takes care of some of those repair bills, we'll have that thing paid off in 3 or 4. It'll be worth it, down the road. So, but we're still exploring that option. Other than that, we were at the Touch a Truck. This was a really cool thing. We were at the Touch a Truck event for the Park District, and a couple of the guys and I came up with the idea. It's touch a truck, so let's get the kids to actually touch the truck. So what we did, normally they climb in the truck and they're honking the horn and it's very loud and you have headaches and it's kind of fun, but yeah, it's like, well, okay, that's enough. So what we did was we painted we put a plow on one of the trucks, we painted it yellow, the safety yellow, Rust-Oleum safety yellow, and we got red, white, and blue finger paint. And so when the kids came by, we put a little there, they rubbed them here, they touched the plow. So we got the whole plow full of fingerprints, red, white, and blue. So you'll see that in the Canal Days Parade. That was kind of a big hit, a little bit more than we actually thought. I thought no one's going to want paint all over our hands. They were standing in line doing it. So we've got some pictures that we'll try to get on the website of that. That was just a cool event. So in the Canal Days Parade, look for that truck with all the handprints on it.
Is that an oil-based thing?
No. One dad told his son, he goes, "You want your face on there? You're putting your face on there?" And I'm like, "All right, everybody take it easy." He was joking, obviously, but it turned out to be a very nice event. I think that's it. I can't think of anything more at the moment.
All right, next on the agenda is approval of ordinance number 2018-3. Again, it's the prevailing wage. It's the same one we passed in our town meeting. It's just for the highway. So I will entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2018-3.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second.
second by Barb Boyce. Any questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call?
Alberico?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. I have no other business. I don't believe we need to go into an executive session, so I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. All in favor? Opposed? That's it. Thank you. Okay, moving on to our general assistance. You have the minutes of the monthly meeting in May 8th, 2018. I need a motion to approve the minutes.
Make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Barb Boyce. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. You have the bills of $12,108.01. Do you need a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any questions of the bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
I do have just one quick question, I'm sorry, you know it's fast. On the first page, under payroll for Shea Hall, the word camper for $1,875. What is that?
Camper is the new employee?
Okay, so somebody's name. Okay, all right.
Okay. All right, any citizens wishing to address the board for the general assistance tonight? Seeing none, I will move on to new business. I don't really have new business. Under old business, I just wanted to bring us up to date on the outreach program that we're starting in Crest Hill. We're going to start that tomorrow. Our general assistance office will be set up at the library in Crest Hill. Well, they open at 10, so it'll be 10 to 1 instead of 9 to noon. So that'll start tomorrow. Other than that, I did, in your package, you have the financial breakdowns that we did this month. We have 1 on emergency assistance and 4 on general assistance. You have your financial page of what we've handed out. I also have in there tonight, I think it should be in there, or I handed it out, I believe. This Lockport Township page with all the financial aid on it. That is what Will County Community Concerns does in Lockport Township through the last year. They sent me this, it's over $5 million they spent on township residents through different programs, the home repair, I know that was Fairmont, is a home repair. They do back to school programs, they spend medicine hardship programs. So they spent over $5 million, almost close to $6 million $598,000, or, what was I say? No, half a million. $598,989.97. I was saying $500,000. I'm sorry, I apologize. But yeah, they do a lot in Lockport Township. I just want to bring that to your attention since they mailed it to me. I have nothing else in general assistance. I would ask for an adjournment.
I make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. All right, moving on to our senior fund. Again, you have the minutes in your packet of the monthly meeting of May 8th, 2018. I do need a motion to pass the minutes.
I make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, thank you. You have the bills of $191,555.49. I do need a motion to pay the bills.
I make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by Barb Delaney. Any questions of the bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico?
Yes.
Delaney?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Morelli?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Under new business, basically new business, old business, I just wanted to bring up a couple of things real quick. John talked about the touch truck. We also had our bus down there for the touch truck. I understand the driver had a lot of kids go through the bus and they enjoyed it too, so we didn't let them paint the bus though. The other thing, the big thing we did though last month was our senior expo. Last Wednesday, we had our expo here, our first expo. It turned out very well too. I'm glad to hear yours was successful also. But we had 31, 32 vendors, I believe, here, and I believe we had about close to 400 people through. So it was very successful for the first time. Not knowing what we were doing, it went off real good, I thought. And the only complaint I had was parking, because, you know, as big as our parking lot is, and I felt real comfortable when we walked the building, it was crowded. There was no parking out there. So next year, we have some ideas. I know Butler School has talked to us about using our lot to make it overcrowded. I think next year I'm going to talk to them and try to use their lot for overcrowded. If we can get something, maybe rent a van, or if we decide to get a van for the township.
Ron, didn't you one day talk about restriping all those parking spaces out there? That looks like the bowls
Looks like
for the parking out in the lot, parking
we
spaces.
did restrict it.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
we restricted a lot.
Okay, when was that? Must have been last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember we had it all blacktop, or not blacktop, but seal coated
Okay.
last year. They patched some spots and then we did restripe it. But anyway, we striped it the same way it was. I don't know if there was a better way to stripe it or anything like that. We just basically striped it the same way it was striped before. 99% of the time we have plenty of parking out there. It's just when we have a big major thing like that, it gets crowded. Like I started to say though, we could use Butler School. They always use our lot. And we can maybe get a shuttle bus, shuttle back and forth for seniors next year. Or like I have to say, John suggested, I know the Park District has a wagon that they use. If it's a beautiful day, we can maybe use a wagon and pull it with our truck, or John can pull it with a tractor or something. As long as it's accessible for our seniors to get up on it and all that. But it turned out real good. I'm very excited. The other thing I wanted to really do is thank all the vendors who donated gifts. We had about 15 gifts that we handed out, especially want to thank Barb Delaney for a basket that she donated to the park, to the township for the expo. But I can't say enough, it was very, very successful. Other than that, I have no other business. In senior, I guess I could call for a suggestion of an adjournment.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Barb Boyce, and second by Barb Delaney. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you for your patience and time today. Have a nice evening. Good night.
Hey, Belinda, I mean.